Heads up, Proxy's Trigger is releasing very soon, and of course, you know your boys gotta talk about her and the banner that's coming along. And we do know that Zhu Yan is also coming back for a rerun, but the big question is, should you summon for Trigger or Zhu Yan? Like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and check out GamerSubs, use code TYSTRA for 10% off. Again, I'm drinking some happy juice right now. I'm a very happy man. I feel very rejuvenated from my very short vacation type thing. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, right? So, yeah, drink some happy juice. Touch grass, drink happy juice, and you'll be a happy man. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive in first with a couple of the 4 stars that are going to be on this banner. And the first one I want to talk about is Billy. Now, Billy is decent. He's not very, very good to where he's going to be game breaking. I did see something to where, like, somebody used him for a certain event. I can't remember. But he basically soloed. And I was like, oh, shoot. But I will say from my experience with him, he is kind of a fun character. The only problem that I usually have with him is that whenever I am using him as, like, a DPS character, I just get into that mode of just sitting back and shooting. And that's the only downside, is that I don't switch out of them often. We are going to use a little bit of Pride Winds. Let's see, where is it? Tier list right here. I'm not saying, again, I want to preface this that this isn't the end-all be-all tier list, because they have made some pretty big mistakes. But I feel like Billy's role is pretty justified in this tier 3. I do feel like he is better than Antoine and Corin. But yeah, I will say that Billy is not too bad, right? If you're looking for a 4-star character, Billy is one of those ones that you get for free anyway. So you're just really pulling for the mindscapes, and his mindscapes are okay. They're not like crazy good, but yeah, Billy is a decent character to have to start out with. Probably not somebody that you're going to be summoning for. So ultimately, Billy, as much as I love you, my dog, you're getting a thumbs down. By the way, if you're watching these videos and you hear me sniffling a lot, it's allergy season right now. I'm getting hit with it really, really hard. So I might pull away because I'm getting affected pretty hard. So let's go ahead and talk about Lucy. Lucy is one of those characters that I like using her in trials because it's going to be better built than any Lucy that I could build. Now, Lucy is kind of the support character that I think that I should be building. And I think a lot of people should as well. And I do agree that, like, she is up here in supports alongside Nicole. Definitely, like, really good 4-star supports. You know what's sad is seeing my girl Sokaku in tier 1. It's still meta, but, like, seeing Sokaku below these two, because I like using Sokaku. But, you know, that was back when we first started with Shark Girl, where oh my god, she dropped. Damn. But yeah, like, I'm getting sidetracked. But Lucy is a decent character to play as. I don't play with her often unless it's in the trials section, but she is really good. Like, she has a lot of good things going her way in regards to what she's able to do. Now, ultimately, like, what is it? I think it's her skill that mainly does some good stuff. Oh, no, it's the additional ability build-up from the skill. When another character is in your squad with the same ability or attribute or faction, the guard boar inherits Lucy's crit rate and crit damage. So the guard boar will be on the field even after you switch out, I believe, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it does a lot depending on how you build your Lucy. So I do think that she's good. I would definitely give her a thumbs up. She's not a free character like from the story, so you have to pull for her. And this banner would be a good time to pull for her, right? Speaking of characters that I think are good, Zhu Yan. Why? Because she got a fantastic ass. Oh man, I remember for a while, and this is before Trigger came up. Trust me, we're gonna talk about Trigger. It was the battle between Zhu Yan having the firm butt, and then Jane Doe having the jiggle physics. Now Trigger blows both of them out the water. I'm just saying, like, I love Jane Doe, and I think Jane Doe is still the hottest character in ZZZ. But freaking Trigger goes out of her way to kind of just stamp. She got a big ass, is what I'm trying to say. But let's stop talking about Zhu Yan's ass. Let's talk about what she's able to do. Like, she is, of course, I almost said Havoc. Like, I almost said Havoc. Ether. She's an Ether character, DPS, or main attack DPS. So she's not Anomaly, she's just an attacker, right? Or at least I think, right? Yeah, attack specialty. Thank God. I was like, dude, I'm going to get flamed. I'm probably already going to get flamed in the comments for Lucy's take, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, Zhu Yan's pretty dang good, like, as an attacker in general. She's still fun to play as. Like, I played her in one of the new events because she was a trial character, and that one was better built than my current Zhu Yan. And I got to tell you, man, like, I had a blast playing as her. She's a lot of fun. She's able to do a good chunk of ether damage. And then she has this ability where if you fill up the shells and you hold down your attack button, she's just going to start blasting this, like, ether shotgun, and it does a decent amount of damage. Now, for Pridewind, they have her placed down here in Tier 1 alongside Jane Doe and this. But I would say, yeah, it makes a little bit of sense. I think that Jane Doe overall is better than Zhu Yan. That's why... I believe that's why they have Jane Doe in front of Piper and Zhu Yan. But Zhu Yan's still really good. Like, really, really good. So, ultimately, I would say if you do not have a Ether DPS, which I don't think... Yeah. I think she's the only Ether DPS. Is Trigger... Trigger's electric. Okay. So, yeah, she is the only Ether DPS. Holy crap. Well, let's see. Yeah. What the... That's so strange. Where's our Ether DPS characters? What is going on? Hold on. I got to check something really quick. Oh, wait. Oh, there's an anomaly. Okay, yeah. Vivian's right there. So when Vivian comes out, she's going to be an anomaly DPS. What about, what's his butt? Where is he? There he is. Hugo. Hugo is ice. Okay. So, yeah. At least we're getting Vivian. So... I would say, actually, if I'm looking at that, I don't know how good Vivian's going to do, but I would wait until we get information from the live stream on Vivian before I say go for Zhu Yan. So ultimately, I'm going to say down for now until we get what we know about Vivian. I really want to know what she's all about. And then finally, we talk about Trigger. Trigger is going to be a stun electric character, which we already have one. We already have one. Yeah, in Chingy. We already got her. But let's go ahead and talk about what she's able to do. Now, first things first, her passive core, or yeah, passive soul searching gaze is what I was trying to say. When triggers aftershock hits an opponent, the target's stun damage multiplier increases by 20% for 5 seconds. This stun damage multiplier increase will apply even if the target isn't stunned. And then the additional ability, when another character in your squad is an attack character or shares the same attribute, when Trigger's crit rate exceeds 40%, each 1% crit rate above the threshold increases her days dealt by Aftershock by 1.5%, up to a maximum of 75%. So let's see, what is that? 1.5? How do you do that? What is it? It's what, 75 divided by 1.5? So you need at least 50? So you have to have what? You have to have 90% crit rate to get the maximum of that? Am I crazy? Am I crazy on that? I don't know. If that's the case, like, you have to have a 90% crit rate, which is insane. Insane. Unbelievable. Then we have her basic attacks. Unleashes up to 4 shots. 3 hit for physical, and the 4th hits for electric. Basic attack. It has different types of shots depending on the situation. We go into the special attack, which is what I want to go into. Lunges forward with a slash, dealing electric damage. Anti-interruption level is increased while using the skill. If you use the EX, lunges forward with a slash, does the same thing. Character is invulnerable while using the skill. When the skill hits an enemy, it triggers the quick assist for the previous character in the squad. When the skill hits an enemy, trigger enters coordinated support, and while in the state, when another active character in the squad hits an enemy with an attack, it triggers a basic attack harmonizing shot without consuming purge and with no cooldown restrictions. The state lasts 8 seconds, and the effect can trigger up to 4 times. Basically, what happens is she turns into an off-field DPS, which is really cool. We've seen that with Pulchra. which is fantastic as well. So you could run a Silver Soldier and be Pulchra trigger team, and it would make a lot of sense, right? You'd have 2 stun units, sure, but you would have a lot of coordinated attacks from that. And then, of course, we go into the chain attack. The Stygian Guide. When a chain attack is triggered, select the character to activate. Unleashes continuous powerful shots forward, dealing massive electric damage. And then for the ultimate, deliver a powerful shot at enemies in a large area ahead, dealing massive electric damage. When the skill hits an enemy, it triggers the quick assist for the previous character. And when the skill hits an enemy, trigger enters coordinated support. Goes into that stuff. It goes into the harmonizing shot without consuming purge, and with no cooldown restrictions, the state lasts 12 seconds, and the effect can trigger up to 6 times instead. So you get a little bit of boost there. Not only that, but I do want to check this out, right? And it's only going to be like the first 6 seconds. Just look at this. Watch this. Jiminy Christmas! That's insane. It's a must summon. No, but I will say this. If you're looking for a electric character that can do your stuns, but also doing the coordinated attacks, right? I think that trigger is going to be the perfect one. Now, this isn't to say that Quingy is bad, right? Or Chingy, however you want to... Chingy? Like, she's good still. Like, she is tier 0. But I think Trigger is going to be up there as well. So either Trigger is going to beat out Chingy, or they're going to be in the same, like, tier. But I think that overall people will value Trigger more, because not only is she going to be good in... Where is it? Not only is she going to be good in the Silver Soldier Anby team, right? She's going to be good for anybody in Electric. So Yanagi's going to get a big boost from this. We're going to see a big boost for Harumasa, Grace, you know, even like you could do a double electric stun with Chingy and of course Trigger. So works out for that. And I think, didn't it say like it does? Where is it? I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm dumb. Where's her? Oh, it's her passive ability right here. When a character is in your squad with an attack character or shares the same attribute. So if we look at this, right? So any attack attribute characters, right? So we already got Evelyn right here, Yanagi, and Anby. All 3 of them in 0.5. Boom. Done. And then what else did we got here? They're stun characters, but we got Chingy. Boom. Done. We go over here. Nothing in the support section. Then we go into this section. Who else is she going to support here? Harumasa. Boom. Fantastic. Isn't she an attack? Yeah. Boom. Soldier 11 right there. Freaking Zhuyan right there. Boom. Fantastic. Ellen. Like, there's so many possibilities with her that she's going to help out with a lot of different teams. So I think that Trigger, it's tough to say no to. So I'm going to say, like, if you have the free-to-play currency, because I will tell you this, don't spend your real money. Don't do that. Don't be like me and have a gambling addiction. I'm really telling you guys, don't spend your money. Save your stuff. They're so generous with the amount of pulls that they give anyway. Like, it's tough to not be able to pull these characters. If you don't, it sucks, but just know that you'll be able to pull her later as well. So I definitely say you should summon for her if you do have the currency, but that's just my opinion, right? And that's going to be it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Are you going to be pulling for Trigger? Do you like the jiggle physics? Because I sure do. That's my Gooner game, baby. Anyways, y'all, that's going to be it. Love you to death. And as always, we'll catch you in the next video. Please take care and be safe.